You're an engineer also, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How come I don't know you Cappy, what was your alcohol offense back in 403?
So the incident with Doctor, I was run up for deceit.
With who?
With second class doctor.
Refresh my memory. What did you do with
He
Doctor?
was found outside the bar intoxicated and hospitalized.
Oh, when you were mugged,
Yes.
right? You had an event with student government and you got let off in the city, is that right?
Yes.
Something like that? Okay. So I gave you a strike, but I didn't give you a class 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Riley, you have anything big in your record?
No, sir.
Okay. Mr. Higgins, how about yourself?
Sir, last year I was up for Mast, but I didn't get awarded. I just got awarded 25 merits.
For what?
Leaving campus.
What, on an odd Liberty night?
It was on a Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay, again, I dismissed.
Me and Hal were both there for that. And we were both dismissed.
Was that the Yankee, the World Series?
No, we went to McDonald's. We were going for like 10 minutes.
So I gave you a class 2 and a warning, correct? And 25 demerits.
Yes.
Okay. Same thing, Mr. Hope? That's what was in your record?
that was the same thing.
Yes.
Mr. Irwine?
I had the same one as them, sir, and then
Same thing?
I had the Yankees Boston game in the World Series also.
That was with Rivas.
That was previous.
And Mr. Carter, how about yourself?
No captain's match, sir.
Nothing, just
There's
anything
a
major?
fake ID thing written up, but I never got master for it, sir.
Yeah, why didn't you get master for that? It's still in there.
I don't know.
Who wrote you up for that, Mr. Carter? Do you remember? Was it Commander Yesko?
I have no clue, sir. I got pulled over by one of the police officers, and I never heard anything about it, sir. Until
I didn't either, to you mentioned.
Till now.
And is this Yesko's writing?
Yep, that's Johnny. I wouldn't put
Hey, gentlemen, are you all going to be first class on cruise?
Sir, all of us except
All of-
Caffrey.
Mr. Capper, what are you? You're
So I'm taking LOA for the semester.
okay. You're a year behind these folks, though, correct? All right. So you're on your own taking that, or are you going to be told by Dr. Burke to do that?
I'm on my own.
Okay. Mr. Riley, I know off the top of my head because I put him in that position as chief boats rate. Gentleman on the deck on the engine side, is one of you guys an ADO, I believe?
no,
The
sir.
hell?
Sir.
None of us. No.
All right, gentlemen, it's pretty cut and dry here, and at this point in the semester, I'm not going to sit here and conduct some half-hour activity when I got a zillion other things on my plate. The point of the matter is, you've infracted a rule. You've infracted number 1. Unless someone tells me here, aside from Riley, who's over 21 in this group? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Higgins, you're not? And Mr. Caffrey, you're not. All right, so granted, you may be under state guidelines being able to drink, which certainly you will be if you go on cruise. But, Mr. Carter, what's the school's policy on drinking?
No drinking at all, sir. On campus.
Not necessarily, Mr. Carter. No drinking unless it's had an approved function and you're of age.
Yes, sir.
All right. If the Black History Month Club wants to run something up there and they decide to have alcohol, they run that through me or Miss Owen. If it's approved, they have some sort of guidelines under Marriott's license and under my purview to let them drink. All right. Does drinking go on this campus? If you think I'm an idiot, I'd say no, but of course it goes on here. We know that. But the point of the matter is, gentlemen, in an industry where, and I'm amazed as seniors we don't get it, that's based on trust. The chief, Mr. Help, doesn't sit in the engine room 24 hours a day. He trusts that his juniors or his cadet corps follow what's called his night orders or whatever directive he puts down there, doesn't he?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Riley, despite usually being on the bridge a lot, I don't stand up there 24/7. Because if I have a mate who can't read standing orders and I don't trust that person to do it, how can I get any sleep in the 2 months of the cruise? I can't. Right now, you people are the fastest people to say, Captain, treat us like adults, and also equally the fastest that tend to look at stuff like this as if it's non-discriminate. It doesn't mean anything. Right now, a mug, I'd expect to do this, as some of you did, Mr. Caffrey. Your mug year, you violate the rules. And the system is designed, in my opinion, to give you at least a break here and there to see if you mature into the important rules. Mr. Health, if I wanted to bring the deputy in and say, is this gentleman according to grooming standards? She'd say no. All right, am I going to sit here and make a big issue of it? No. But this issue, gentlemen, before senior cruise, I do take exception to. Right now, my staff just gave me a list of 30 names that went before cruise suitability with only 3 denied cruise. And I changed it. 10 are now not going. Because I don't give a shit how good Mr. Bullen may be on deck. If he's been on Conduct Pro 2 years in a row, the rules say he doesn't go. End of story. Mr. Pago is going to go to suitability. His ass is going to be thrown out of here because he can't fucking follow basic rules. You gentlemen want us, Chief and I, to put our licenses on the fucking line for you people, and yet you're more concerned about Captain. Are we going to Mallorca or are we going to the Azores? What's the story? What's our Liberty extension? Can we have computers in our frickin' rooms? We cannot afford any more gray hairs or aggravation over immature behavior demonstrated by licensed candidates. Do you get it, Mr. Higgins?
Yes, sir.
I don't think you do. That very day, was this Friday?
Right, sir.
Did I meet with some of you Friday morning?
Nah,
No, you weren't there probably.
no, sir.
All right, when did I meet with the second class?
Friday.
Friday. Mr. Riley, were you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Help, were you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, Irwin?
No, sir.
All right, Cotter?
No, sir.
Very good. So, fuck you, Captain Smith. You want to meet with us about cruise? We ain't going to go. We're going out Thursday night. Gentlemen, you know what? Fuck you. You ain't going on cruise. I'm fed up with it. End of story. 50-2 for all 5 of you. You can decide if you're going to appeal the suitability. But as far as I'm concerned, I do not have the time nor the staff to monitor immature people that are supposed to be entrusted with running a goddamn watch. So forget about it. I don't care if you're restricted for the whole goddamn cruise on my ship. I don't trust you on the fucking ship. End of story. Now, did any of you not go into this basement and drink that night? Caffrey?
But I did not consume alcohol.
Were you in the room?
Yes, sir.
Did you know there was alcohol there?
Yes, sir.
End of story. You had your one warning. Riley, were you down there?
Yes, sir.
All right. Higgins?
Yes, sir.
Helt?
Yes, sir.
Irwine?
Yes, sir.
Cotter? Plain and simple, 50-2. You're denied cruise. If you want to appeal it, you get a letter to this man by tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. sharp. Without that, you might as well take an LOA. You're dismissed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sorry.
We should have. Should they definitely?
Get a letter in. I was one time yell. Now I'll look at it more. What's gonna happen if you get the letter in? We're gonna call you in again. He's gonna want you to work. He wants you to start working and sign in today, soon. Today, tomorrow, latest.
It's restricted this weekend.
He's probably gonna keep it for the weekend. But he'll give you off the weekend if he lets you go, which I think he will.
Is this? Sorry.
Isn't the weekend after pre-cruise?
Weekend in between? He has some. He definitely. Well, he can probably give up this weekend.
Well, this
You'll get.
all I'm saying is this weekend. I thought the weekend after this one. I thought we were already engaged in pre-cruise.
You are, but we do have the. Everybody has one day off that weekend.
Oh, we do. Oh, because Mother's Day. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
On Mother's Day.
If you
Mother's Day is
watch
this
on
weekend.
Sunday.
Mother's Day this weekend.
Oh,
Except I'm not going on cruise because it just carried over, so.
yeah.
Was this planned?
What's that?
Did you before, like you had Mast, like tell him that, or did he say that he was just gonna kick us off before?
Yeah, he said he wanted to go, but he wanted to work it off.
But why
So,
Did you just split because you weren't at his meeting?
Yeah, that meeting didn't help much. when he says you can go through suitability, he's saying he'll look at you again. So that's what he's saying. So what is
the letter?
Good. He just also said that 30 people did crucibility and
You just booted him.
Denied 7 more.
because they had 2 kind of pros 2 years in a row.
What kind of things should we put in that letter?
Yeah, just put letter. This is why I want to go. Blah blah. First class. I have this much to graduate. So forth. I plan to work it off. I'm working. He's going to want to like Friday night be at the Adams Ball. I plan to volunteer to work at the Adams Ball. If you can get they're looking for people to work the Adams Ball. No, with the weekend last weekend coming. So if we could say something like, I've gotten not only are we going to work the Adams Ball, I've gotten 10 of my friends to come with us to work that night. That will look favorably upon you. You know what I'm saying? And then over the weekend, then I'll have them relook at it again, and then
When
would we go into crucibility board?
he doesn't need to talk to you. I think he'll just make the letter. He'll look at the letter and go yes or no. I think if you
How
work,
would we find out? We
I
can
don't want to be
I'll call you. I'll call you.
I don't want to be working all pre-cruises
Oh, yeah.
and be like, oh, you can't go.
Wait, one person to point contacts. I'll talk to one of you. But we'll look good. So right now, tonight, write the letters. Yeah, final tonight, right?
Yeah.
Just write the letter saying, this is what I'm on the cruise. I have this left to graduate. I'm a senior. Whatever. That's all it's gonna be.
What should we call it?
Yeah. I mentioned in the letter, that I'm going to plan to work because I plan to work on Friday for the Adams Ball. I plan to get as many cadets as possible to come with me to work. Tell me, hopefully tomorrow, how many you can get
When is that on ball?
Friday night.
This Friday?
This Friday. I know. Where's Tommy? What can we say?
What do we just type this up? Or is there a form?
Fine.
No, just type it up.
Just going home.
Well, I mean,
Everyone said they're going home. There's a lot of people staying here who don't go home, so
We could probably
I get
just
some.
ask around.
Maybe her. You have to do anything. Ain't going nowhere.
probably get beers or something.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all she said.
That's all. And then he'll look at
People
it.
that
Was
live
he going to be like
close,
half
right?
paid or something?
Yeah.
God or
Whatever.
something.
All right, this is just requesting through suitability, depending on what just happened, how sorry you were, and a big mistake, and all that kind of. All right, and then obviously you're all working Friday, and then get as many people as you can tonight to go with you, so you can put them down. I'm having Joe Smith, Brian, whatever.
So we're as far as
Do you want
restricted all
specific
weekend too?
No, you can get. I'll give you a weekend off in between now and pre-cruise. You want this weekend, want next weekend? I don't care.
Well, one of these, I gotta bring stuff.
Wasn't this
Sure,
the last
probably
weekend?
this weekend. I'll give you off
yeah,
Saturday.
but like,
this-
there's
no,
a
no, no,
That
weekend
was during
during-
that week.
Sunday be back Monday.
We get that weekend off during
pre.
Yeah, probably back Monday.
Well,
What,
we
what
won't.
about that?
We
break
won't, but
in
I'm saying
between?
like
And
this
say,
weekend.
no, if I pay off this weekend, I'll be back Monday before pre-cruise to work all day.
Alright.
Just work on the ship.
I was playing stuff while I cleaning the rooms or something.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so get that letter to me tomorrow morning. And
Can you
then,
bring it by tonight?
sure. I mean, I'm not going to be in.
Just look under the door.
Hand it to me so I know I get it.
Alright.
The best thing you do, try to get as many kids to come with you to work Friday night, and it will look like you're taking an active leadership role, mention like that kind of stuff. Make it sound